Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. It is Monday, April 22nd at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am live. It is week 17 of 2024, and in my neck of the woods, it is currently 56 degrees with a high of 63 and a low of, 33. Doggone it. Welcome to my broadcast. I'm here for the next 3 hours for coloring, companionship, chat, friendship, giggles, and laughs. And of course, the what, the how, and the why of adult coloring. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who come in and chat with me. That is always fun. Although I know a majority of you like to watch the broadcast after the fact. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who do watch this broadcast after the fact. And welcome to my Facebook peeps who watch this broadcast when I download it into my group Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. All right. So Darlene's just going to be watching, not coloring, okay? Hi, Darlene. Hello, Emily. Hello, Jersey Gypsy. Jersey, what's sweet? Hello, Emily. I assume that you're talking about our little fairy girl. Okay, so this is our duet piece, which means I give it to you in my Facebook group, and the idea is that you color with me and that you pace me. So that's what this is. Welcome, Dana. Shondelmeyer, yes. So we're working on this piece here, and I happen to be doing it in alcohol markers because I was asked to do an entire piece in alcohol. The only thing that I didn't do in it was the face. I did that in pencil. I'm just not happy with my colors that I have in the alcohol markers, so that's why I used the pencil. All right. The second piece that I'm working on is from the Disney Thomas Kincaid collection. And we're doing Little Mermaid Falling in Love. Did I get it, Dana? Was I correct? Shondelmeyer. I don't know what's so hard about it. S-H-O-N, Shondel, D-E-L-M-Y-E-R. I did get it. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! All right. Dana feels very welcome to the group now, don't you? All right. So let me get my little piece out here. We'll continue on this. Let me get my paper towel. Yeah, Dana, and you've been here before. Dana, Miss Dana. Oh, I think people are kind of lazy. Hello, Patricia. Our horse lady is here. She loves horses. Patricia, North Dakota cowgirl. All right, now, while we're all thinking of it, click that up arrow, please. That's the only thing I ask from you, from you guys. All right, I've got my paper towel. That's so our hand slides around really easy. I have my little scratch page and I am ready to go. All right. Okay, and I got my brush. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to set this one aside here. Okay. Now, don't forget, for anybody that's new, hello, kitty. For anybody that's new, don't hesitate to chat with me. That's why I'm live. Otherwise, I could just be doing these colorings on video. Let's see. Let me check something here. Okay. And all I ask you is two things. First of all, click that up button. And second of all, if you're in here and you leave, please say, be right back, BRB, or that you're going to leave for the evening. Alcohol markers are not really blendable. You got to work them with your light color as much as you can. Jersey, what I need you to do is go to the video, the playback video when I did the coveralls. You just keep going over with the same marker, especially the medium and the light. Basically, alcohol markers are not blendable, so they're going to look different. Okay, I'm going to take my orange and I'm going to run this to the top of the page. That's just bugging me, cut off like this. Let's see if I can find my green that I used. Mamie, so glad to see ya. Hi, Mamie. So there's the green. Linda and the three amigos. Uno, dos, tres. Hello, Linda. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Wally. Okay. Now, let me move my camera here. Now, you can see that distinct line where my printer ended, and this is really on the border. Somebody tell me how you'd fix this. Hi, Sandy. Sandy's here. She's sending me text to let me know. Hello, hello, hello. Sandy Bobandy. YouTube is being weird with Sandy. Some days she can comment and some days she can't. Somebody tell me how you'd fix this with the line. Come on, guys, I'm giving you a hint. How would you fix that? Dana would use her trimmer. There you go. I love it, Dana. Unless it'll cut the other wing, I'd use a blender. Linda, give that lady a cigar. I gave you a hint. We're going to go over it with pencil. Check it out. Jersey says use a pencil. Yep. Check it out. And then I'm going to smudge it with my fingers. The whole idea here is to get this green to be as dark as that line. Yeah, Linda, I bet you your doctors would love it if you took up smoking with cigars. And don't forget that blending with your finger is perfectly acceptable. Some people don't like the idea getting their fingers dirty. But hey, it's, you know, artistic stuff. Hi, Julie. Now, Julie is our Procreate person. She likes to do my images in Procreate and does a really good job. Now, for everybody that's watching, make sure that you join my group on Facebook, Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. That's where I give away the duet pieces from one of my books so that you can color along with me. Okay. Now, obviously I'm going to balance out the rest of the wing with my gray. But as you can see, I've continued the color up and outward. Now, when I do my broadcasts, I come in close so you can see what I'm doing. And close-up view looks a little wonky sometimes. But you know, when you look at a picture, you don't stick your nose, touch your nose with it and then look at it. Okay. Let me pull out. Now again, obviously I'm going to balance this out. Alrighty. Now, this brings up another topic. When people color, they will color a portion of something and say, oh my gosh, I screwed it up, Darlene. And then they'll throw away the whole piece, Darlene. But I don't want you to do that. You need to continue coloring. Now, if you make a mistake, you make an oopsie, you spill something on your piece, incorporate your mistake. It makes you a better artist and colorer. All right, let me get my markers here. So I don't want you throwing away pieces. Darlene's going to smack me silly for saying that. All right. So let's go ahead and start working on the flowers. And I'm going to, did you get everybody, Julie? Who haven't I said hello to? All right, let's start working on some of these flowers. Now, I'm going to start with my darkest color in the center. And while that marker is still basically damp, I'm going to go over it with my lighter blue. Again, markers are a whole different look on your piece. Oh, there we go, Darlene. I'm proud. You color the fence and the brown fence color into the grass. Now, notice how I'm patting that lighter blue into the darker blue, and it is giving us a little bit of a blend. See that, Jersey? In other words, you're soaking the area with your marker. That will help give you a little bit of a blend with them. All right, let's get some of this green in here. Jersey, how are you feeling today? Did you take a nap before you came on here? Hello, Angel. Oh, Canada, da 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 dum, da 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 dum. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm popping in my green around my flowers. Oh, you're feeling great. Excellent. So the trick to blending your marker is basically soaking in your page with whatever marker you're using and being prompt with your next color. Okay. Feeling great, feeling great, feeling great, feeling great, says Jersey girl. All right, we know what ILene is feeling. Run for the hills, run for the hills. Oh, Michelle, welcome. Michelle contacted me and wanted to know how to get the snail. Okay, so I'm going to put in a little red here. Michelle, welcome. Okay, so there's some red. And now I'm going to come in with a lighter pink. Or a lighter red, actually. Now, because my first marker is still damp, we can get a little bit of blending going on. Michelle, where are you from? I'm in Tennessee. Okay, so let's get our red in here at the base. And then I'm immediately going to put in my next color. And we're just going to soak that puppy in. Oh man, that's pretty. Gatesville, Texas, but originally from Lexington, Kentucky. All right. Don't you love autocorrect? Origami. All right, let's hit that little red piece that I put on there earlier. Oh, Mamie was born in Mount Sterling. Michelle, when Maggie Russell comes in, although I don't know if she's going to be in tonight, but Maggie is from Texas as well. So you need to say hello to her too. Oh, Gatesville, Texas. Did I say Gainesville? Gatesville. Sorry. Okay, let's get another alcohol marker in here, another color. Oh, Julie, you're in Texas? Central Texas for Michelle. Okay. Michelle, how long have you been coloring? And Jersey's in Texas. All right. Okay, darker purple. And then I'm going to come in with a lighter purple. Now notice how I'm dabbing that on. So we'll get a little bit of blending there. How pretty is this? Oh, Michelle, you started an adult coloring group at your library 5 years ago. Gotcha. Well, Michelle, I'm here every night, 365 days of the year, including holidays. I need a different green. Oop. okay, Vicki. You made the paper. You made the paper first in your Central Texas. I'll be checking in on your lives. Yeah. I'm sorry, what does that mean? We made the paper first in your Central Texas? It's okay. Come on. I'm using Kelly art. Angel, I have no idea. If you were to copy an image on sublimation paper, I've never worked with that, and color it with sublimation ink, do you think you could transfer it to a t-shirt? Michelle, I'm using Kelly art markers. Caliart. All right, let's do some flowers up here. We'll start with our darker purple. And then our lighter purple. And again, notice that I'm soaking the paper. All right, let's go back to the blue. And then our lighter blue right away. Oh, actually I accidentally picked up the purple. That's okay too. Blue and purple work together beautifully. Michelle, that's great. Thank you for your help. All right, let me pull out. And then I'm going to do the center of those two flowers. See, Michelle, that's why you need to start showing up during my broadcasts. And we'll go ahead and hit that with a little black. So every single flower, black pencil. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. Now we'll take a peek at this. Now, don't forget, guys, that this little girl is from my book, Mischievous Fairies Jubilee, 50 images. There's actually 51 because I always give you guys a bonus. I really love this book. I think it turned, oh, she's grumpy. I think it turned out beautifully. Little fairy pulling a cat's tail. I love our little spaghetti girl. Isn't that cute? And guys, don't forget that you can get this in PDF format. All you have to do is send me, this is the one we're doing, obviously. Send me a text on Messenger. So yeah. Okay. What's the paper like? Horrible. You have to, it's an Amazon book. You have to copy it onto cardstock with your printer. Okay, let's do the paintbrush. Oh, the paper in the book, Amazon paper is really bad. We have no control over that when we submit our books for publishing. Okay. Gray alcohol marker. Jersey, is that what you do? Do you treat the paper? Okay. Now, what do I always tell you about coloring gray on gray? Dana, do you have a printer? Okay, check out the gray on the gray. Makes for a richer color. Let me come in with a real light gray. What I always tell you about coloring gray on gray, guys. The answer's right in front of you. I always tell you to do that. I use a 110 cardstock. Now, I'm going to put a little bit of light gray on the white part of the brush. So we're going to get a little dimension and detail. Isn't that cute? All right, let me pull out. I always tell you to color gray on gray. Here, let me show you what paper that I use. Behold the power of cute. Okay, guys, I'm going to pop in the affiliate link for you. This is the paper that I use. Now, for those of you that are new, if you buy through our affiliate link, we get a few pennies off of the purchase, but there is no additional charge to you. Dana, you're waiting for ink? Okay. I always recommend copying your image onto cardstock. All right, let's color up some pretty eyes. What color do you guys want me to make her eyes? We can go brown, we can go blue, we can go green, we can go hazel purple. Darlene says blue. Blue, green, blue, green, green. All right, so far green is winning. I need to use a tissue. Keep voting, guys. Blue. Three blues, three greens. Hazel purple. I was actually thinking about that. Oh, there you go, Dana. I'm going to go with a mix of purple. I'm inclined to go with purples. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my marker to do the initial purple. She's a fairy, purple, says Dana. Michelle, did you vote? And then I'm going to use a purple pencil. Let's see what we got here. And I'm just going to add a little bit of the darker purple up near the top. With pencil. And not only am I going to go around the top, but I'm going to go around the outside with it. And we're going to blend this in. And then I'm going to come back with my purple marker on top of the pencil. Some people have heart attacks when you do that because they don't like to use their markers on top of pencil because they claim it hurts the tips. Obviously, I don't feel that way. Oh, Angel, okay, you got your order for eraser, paper, and book. Oh, thank you. I think Michelle scooted. Oh, there's Michelle. Okay, and then I'm going to use black pencil for the pupil. Take your time. How cute is that? Angel, thank you so much for using the affiliate links I gave you. All those little pennies add up and it helps the group. Now, I'm going to go ahead and use the black very lightly on the eyebrow. Actually, it's not the eyebrow, it's the top of the eye. And then I'm going to use a little bit, very lightly, of the black on our eyebrow up here. Oh, you're at a ballpark keeping up with 5-year-old in the game. Cool. Thanks for letting me know. You can sit there and listen to my broadcast. Oh, Angel, that's wonderful. Okay, now let's go ahead and do her lips. Now, before I do the lips, I'm going to very lightly go around the bottom of the eye with my black. I'm barely touching the paper. I'm just doing that outline. And boy, do we have cute eyes. Oh, you're following me on Amazon as well? That's cool. Okay. Lips. Very light, soft pink. Oh, Michelle, that's what you've been doing halfway. Your hearing aids are picking up more sound than I want. Oh. Now, using the same pencil, I'm going to go a little bit darker on my darker part of the gray on the lips. And you can do that with just one pencil. Come in very lightly, just skim over the top to get your light portion done, and then come back and go a little darker with that same pencil. And I'm doing that because I don't have a heck of a lot of room to work with. Yeah, and Michelle, on the eyes, whenever you have a piece that you're doing, your eyes are going to be the most important. They really make the piece. All right, let me pull out. Check it out. Any questions? Okay, let's get some greenery in here. Let's see what we got here. Dana, I just used a pencil. It happens to be a color. It's called Sakura Pink. Let me swatch it for you. That's the pink. That's coming out blurry, isn't it? Michelle, you love doing eyes? This is the pink. Did you get that, Dana? Okay. That's correct. It won't look as bright on the piece because of the grayscale. And that's a consideration that you need to be making when you put colors on your piece, is that your grayscale affects how it's going to look. Okay, light green. Oh, Angel, that's funny. You told yourself you weren't purchasing anything this month. Oh, Michelle, you've got Ohuhus. Great. Those work beautifully. Well, Dana, I hope you're learning and enjoy learning about grayscale. Now, I'm going to take my light green marker and I'm going to color over everything that's basically greenery. So this is my lightest green. And I'm using it as my base color. And then I'll come in and detail that. Now again, if anybody has any questions, ask. Michelle, have you done grayscale before? Okay. How long have I been doing this? Oh, gosh. 9 years now? 10 years? I don't know why you're saying forgive my question. Okay. What got me started into coloring? Oh my gosh. I have always enjoyed creating and doing stuff with my hands. And one day I was in a Walmart and I picked up, it was a Barbie coloring book and some crayons. And I thought, this would be fun. Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday to one and all. Hi, Maggie. Maggie likes to sing when she walks in the door. So I picked up some crayons and the Barbie book and was coloring that, and I stumbled onto adult coloring. I don't remember how I found it. And then I discovered that there were all these books and markers and colored pencils, and the rest was history. Now, for those of you that don't know, I have a master's degree in adult education, and I very, very much enjoy teaching and helping people. And so I have the time and the ability to be here every day for people. There are a lot of people that don't get out and can't get out. And it's a combination of being self-taught and watching videos. I have just always had an artistic skill, Darlene. So I love using my master's degree for teaching and those skills. I love mentoring and helping people. And so that's what's worked out for me. Okay, I'm using a brownish yellow below the green. And that's still alcohol marker. Sandy, this marker is G902. Now, I always tell people about my group, even if you don't color, come in and enjoy the company. And one of the things that I really enjoy is putting my books together with extra special images. I try to do something outside of the norm. So a lot of things have come together that I'm able to do this for you guys. And I'm going to run this yellow all the way out to the edge. Oh, this is too cute. All right, let me pull out. Check it out. Oh man, you should see my desk. I've got markers all over the place. All right. Now I've got a few more dots here of paint. Okay. Now these little dots to the left, I'm going to do in green. If you print out the image on watercolor paper, I can use watercolor pen and pencil. Try it. Play with it and see what happens. Now, I'm coloring these in green, but I want you to notice that I'm using 2 shades of green. I've got a slightly darker green. And then a lighter green. You know how I always tell you, what do I always tell you about coloring? Use multiple shades. Okay. Let's do the shoes. I'm going to do those in purple. I think that'll look really cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come through with my purple marker, and I'm going to go ahead and put a base color down, which means Well, I take that back. Here's my darker. I'm just coloring on my darker area. And then we'll use our second lighter color, which is a pinkish purple. Sandy, R703 and R903. There's my lighter color, and here's my darker. I don't want you guys to be afraid of alcohol markers. And then notice, while my markers are still damp, I'm going to come back with my lighter color, and I'm going to blend that. If you do it before the marker dries, you can, to some degree, blend. Welcome to anybody new that's coming in and watching this. Don't hesitate to ask any question. Please introduce yourself. I have a terrific group of people in my group. All right, so there's my dark. Of course, it helps if I stay on camera. Here's my lighter color. Okay, let's go back and address the pale. We do gray on gray. I'm going to use a gray and a light blue. Hallelujah. Yeah, there we go. And by the way, if anybody needs me to come in closer or go out further, let me know. Speak up. So I'm going to start with my gray on my gray. And then I'm going to put a light blue on there. Isn't that pretty? And then I need to go back to my little buckles here on her outfit. On the overalls, we need to put the gray on those buttons. And on the metal. Oh, Dana, you wouldn't have thought to use blue? Blue and gray go together beautifully for shine. Okay, let's pull out. Alrighty. Now, for those of you that are new, I'm doing this in alcohol marker. As long as you guys realize that you get a different look and they handle a little bit differently, you shouldn't have any problem with alcohol marker at all. And you can see to a certain degree you can blend it up. Now, I'm not done with this, am I? But wait, there's more. Now that we've gotten this far with this, we have all our base colors in alcohol marker. I'm sorry, Dana, you're having problems with fingers tonight? Sorry to hear that. So tell me, are you guys feeling more comfortable with alcohol markers? Oh, let me look for a pencil I need here. Oh, sometimes you're all thumbs. Dana, me too. And I do it on camera. And then I have to call it a happy accident. Okay. Now, this is part one of doing this piece. And if you want to stop at this point, you can. And call it done. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be enhancing this and finessing it with colored pencil. So let me show you how I'm going to do that on the shoes, and then we need to move on to our Disney piece. I've got to touch up this red a little bit because it's a little lighter than what I want. Oh yeah, Dana, it's a riot when I screw up on camera. Well, Angel, the way you become efficient is what? Practice. And the really neat thing is you guys can reprint this page and you can practice with your alcohol markers. Okay, let me give you a taste. Angel, now that you've seen me do this with alcohol markers, are you willing to try it? Let's see if I can avoid bouncing the camera. I'm glad that you're using the word yet. Okay, so on my darker purple now, excuse me, I'm going to take my colored pencil and I'm going to start detailing. I'm going to blend that with my finger. Okay. Here are my darker lines. Oh! My point just broke. Hold on. I may have to change pencils, that's okay. That's why I have different brands. If one brand acts up, I can just find another comparable one. Okay, so I'm working my darker purple. And I'm blending it in with the current purple that's there. Finger blend. And then I'm going to, let's see, I'm just going to put a little bit of purple here. So now we have alcohol marker being highlighted with what? With pencil. Then I'm going to come in with some white. Excuse me. You have a friend who's been doing sketches and using color pencils and markers every Wednesday, and you're just amazed. So now I have your channel to binge watch and learn. Perfect. Oh, excuse me, I had to get a little water. You know me and my water. Okay. So now I'm going to come in with my white. And I'm going to highlight that lighter purple a little bit. Now, again, remember, you're seeing this close up. That's my teaching method. Finger blend. Then I'm going to go over to my other shoe. Okay, kitty, thank you. And I'm going to do the same thing, is I'm just going to pop in a little bit of that white. Finger blend. And let me pull out. And by the way, did you guys notice that that paint blotch on her shoe is a little heart? Oh, you just never know what I'm going to do. That's because I love you guys. Oh boy, ILene's getting sappy. I'm just going to outline this heart and sharpen these edges a little bit with pencil. Okay, there we go. There you go. That's a heart for you guys. Oh, Maggie, thank you. Okay, Dana, thank you. Okay, so this is where a lot of people would stop their piece, which is fine. But the next step of this is to do what I did with the shoes, is to enhance with pencil in certain places. Now, let me show you what I mean on her blouse. Or shirt, I guess is what we'll call it. I'm going to take a gold pencil. Well, thank you, Jersey. Let me start on her other sleeve here. I'm going to take a gold pencil and I'm going to start shading in our detail. This is where the finessing comes up. And notice now, this is where we're going to start getting our detail. Depth, dimension, detail, guys. Questions, comments? And then I'm going to use my finger and I'm just going to smudge that a little bit. And don't forget to turn your pencil to keep your point. Let me pull out and show you how this is going to look. Look at the difference now. Look at the difference between this sleeve and this sleeve. Isn't that beautiful? All right. Let's do the same here on the collar. Let me sharpen my pencil. As a beginner, did I know where to put the colors or did you make a lot of mistakes? Oh, okay, Jersey. No, I was good with colors. I was okay with that. You know, sometimes I'd have a couple that I said, well, seemed like a good idea at the time. But I was okay with colors. Okay, check out the detail on the ribbing. So the whole point of this exercise, guys, is what? Alcohol marker and finessing with pencil. Kathy, yes, I've done a flip through of this book, a walkthrough. I sure did. Maggie, would you be willing to find that flip through in the group and send that link to Kathy? And Maggie, when you do that, would you put the link directly in this in the conversation? In other words, not in text, just do it here. Thank you, Maggie. Okay, now I'm continuing with the shading. And check it out now as I work down this arm. And of course my darkest area is going to be in the seam. But also notice that I'm following the grayscale to do this. Excuse me. All right. Don't forget to turn your pencil. In other words, when you pick it up to move around, turn your pencil. It keeps your point. And then, of course, down in the sleeve area by her arm. All right, let me pull out. And I'm going to smudge that with my finger. See it? Questions? Now, what the smudging does, now, if you're not comfortable using your finger, I don't mind at all, actually. Use your paper towel that you have underneath your hand because it's got those little nubbies in it. Paper towel is a wonderful blending medium. See? And of course, move around on your paper towel because as those little nubbies fill up with pencil, it doesn't glide very well. Maggie, thank you. Maggie, do me another favor and go ahead and send that link directly to Kathy on Messenger. Kathy, you can also do a search in the group walkthrough and then the name of the book. Okay, now I'm going to take this same brown and I'm going to tweak the hair just a little more. And the reason that I'm doing that is because I don't like these super bright spots. Thanks, Maggie. And I'm putting the brown over this yellow just to tone it down a little bit. See how ridiculously bright that is? And I'm barely touching the paper with my brown. Look at the difference between the little bun area and our area beneath here. This is too blotchy. Now, why am I doing this? Because the pencils help us blend our marker. Jersey, are you back yet? And I'm also going to take my pencil and I'm going to put some strands here. All right. Now let me pull out here again. I'm going to do this part of the hair a little bit differently. In that, I'm going to take my brown and I'm going to shade in between my lighter blonde hair. And everywhere that I add that little extra brown, that causes these light strands of hair to pop up a little bit. Guys, not hard. If you listen to what I'm telling you and do it, even if you don't know what you're doing, do it and practice it until you do know what you're doing. All right, finger blend. And then I'm going to pop over here. We'll do that a little bit here. And then I'm going to run a little streak of that brown down that strand of hair, but notice that I'm just doing it on one side. Remember, we want our depth, dimension, detail. And I'm also going to run this brown on the outside of this strand right here. Any question? And I want you to notice also, let me pull out. I want you to notice how much better this hair looks with this little bit of light brown coating. And if you think about it, all I'm doing is I'm matching the color of the alcohol marker with my pencil, and I'm going into areas that are a little difficult to get into with my marker. So this allows me to finesse it. I put in a lighter color that I didn't mean to. And this is my Payne's Gray, which is just a darker gray. And I'm just going to add a little bit of shading at the base of that bun. But remember, blend it in. You don't want any streaking. Oh, okay, Kathy, thanks. Now, this is straight finessing here, where I'm just taking my gray and adding a little extra shading. I don't want anybody to get overwhelmed. See? I'm just darkening that a little bit. Finger blend. And notice that I'm taking my gray and I'm just coming down the center right there. Now I'm playing. There we go. Don't get too crazy with it. And check out how that little streak of gray here makes these flyaway hairs look really cool. Notice that I'm just doing it on one side, right? Okay. Let me catch one more area here. One side of the hair strand. Any questions or comments? I need to add a little bit of turquoise blue out to the edge here. If you miss something with your marker, fix it with a comparable pencil. All right. Are you learning something? Look how much better our hair looks. Hallelujah. I'm just putting that tint of my brown pencil over it. Keeps your alcohol markers from being streaky. Okay. And yes, the hair does look way better. That's what I wanted to show you. Has anybody ever used alcohol marker and pencil at the same time? Kathy, no. Mamie, no. Angel, no. Julie, you have a couple times. Yep, good. Now, don't get stupid with your pencils, guys. We don't want to overdo this. Now, I want you to notice that my sleeve over here, yes, Linda, you've done it. This sleeve over here looks a little bit darker. Moggy, yes. Yeah, you guys learned that from me. So I'm just going to balance it on this side of the sleeve as well. There you go. Okay, enough excitement for the moment. Any questions before I switch projects? Even if you're new, ask questions, guys. I know a bunch of you are lurking out there. Yeah, Sandy just texted me and she said she's been in this group 3 years. And she's so glad that she colored along on this one. Okay, so now you've noticed that since I've been highlighting with a pencil on the hair and the shirt, how much depth we're getting with this. And I did it on the shoes. That's what's going to make the difference on this. And this is what I expect to see from you guys. Okay. Disney. We seem to be missing Thomas tonight. Oh, wrong book. Are you enjoying the Disney I'm doing for you? Okay. Payne's Gray. I was working on the waves underneath the boat and on the Little Mermaid as well. And I'm just going to come in with my Payne's Gray and shade in a little more gray. Now, I happen to like... Oh, thank you, Kathy. You've learned a lot from me. You do watch other color tutorials from different colors, which you absolutely, everybody should. But you learn the most from me. Oh, all right. Okay, so we're going to run our little splotches up here of gray. And then I'm going to add a little bit of white wave on here, on her back. And we do that with what? The electric eraser. Thank you, Sandy. She says I demonstrate a lot more different techniques. Okay, the way I left it last night is we were working on the mermaid. I've been working on the mermaid all the live long day. All right, so I'm going to put a little gray on here, Payne's gray. Now, last night I did the little curly thingies on here, on her. To indicate the scales, I just did the little U and the little mark and stuff like that. So now we're going to put in this gray. Oh, I'm so fun. What people say about me, Angel, weird but nice. Hey, if I've made you guys laugh and smile, I've done my job for the evening. All right, notice how I'm adding the scales all the way down here. And then I'm going to take a little bit of white and I'm just going to add a little bit of that onto the green area. Now remember, the white doesn't come out white on top of a color. It picks up the color that you're trying to work on. So don't get freaked out by that. Now, I'm going to take my tail out a little further than what the book has put in. There we go. Okay. Now let's look at our are both of our mermaids. Let's see if we can check it out. Can you guys see the comparison here? And what do I always tell you? Your picture is not going to be exactly the same as the one on the left. Okay. Hallelujah. Jersey, did you come back? Jersey girl. Well, thank you, Todd. And welcome to my broadcast. You've been here before. Oh, Michelle, you're going to be working on a Disney princess? Good. So, is your first name Todd, I assume? Oh, call you Locket. I gotcha. Hey, I'm an old lady too. How old are you, Locket? Michelle is 75. She turned 75 a couple days ago. Oh, 77. Cool. All right, we've got somebody that's older than Michelle. Or not Michelle. Linda. Linda just turned 75. Oh, let's see here. Michelle, you're almost 56. So we've got people in here that are 50s, 60s, and 70s. Angel will be 55 in September. That's cool. Kitty, you're 32. All right. Julie's still 49. Very nice, Julie. Nice try. Okay, let's work on her bathing suit. which is a shell. Darlene, you're 21 and holding. Okay. So because of the relatively smaller area, I'm just going to use 2 purples on this. So there's my lighter purple. And here's my darker purple. So Julie, you're 50, you turned 50 in July, okay. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and shade in the creases. Why? Because we want that dimension. Michelle, my lives run from 7 p.m. Central Standard Time to 10. So it's 3 hours. And they go to video in my Facebook group and of course here on YouTube. And then I'm going to run a dark purple line across the top here on the strap, and we'll leave the bottom the lighter color. Okay. And then I need to do her skin. Julie, good night. See you tomorrow. Good night, Miss Julie. Good night. So glad you're here with us. Have a good night and sleep well. All right, that's my lousy singing for tonight. Let's go ahead and get some skin colored. How many colors do we use to color skin? Darlene, good night. You'll still watch, but on your smart TV so you can't chat. Okay. Thank you for letting me know, Darlene. Okay, everybody, we can trash talk Darlene. How many colors do I use for skin? Michelle guesses 3. That's right. Light, medium, dark. I'm putting my light color on first. As a minimum, you should always use 3 colors. Or 3 shades, I should say. Oh, you use at least 3 on everything. That's right, Michelle. Okay. Then the second color is used for what? Oh, let me get it. Come on, guys. What's the second color used for? Toning or highlight, which I call shading. That's right. Good night, Kathy. See you Wednesday. Michelle, yes, tone and highlight. And then the third color is used for what? Now, we want to get our area between our nose and our eye, right? And underneath the eye. Oh, Angel, you're welcome. Glad you had fun, and yes, you can watch the rest of it at your leisure. Our third color is used for what? Shadowing. So that's where we darken, for example, where the hair is over the face. Now, notice how I'm shading along the edge of the arm. And that's making the center of the arm lighter, which is making it pop up more, which is making her arm now look what? Rounded. That's why we do this. And as long as I keep my hand out of the way from the camera, you'll see that. So we'll darken a little bit under the armpit, and then along the side, and then what? We blend it in. Somebody tell me the definition of a decent blend. What's the definition I gave you? Maybe you're back, thank you. I always appreciate it when you tell me when you guys have to step out. That's right, Michelle, where you don't see the lines of each color. So the definition of a blend, the way you should do it is what? When one color, seamlessly disappears into the next. No lines. Kitty, you've got it. Yep. When one color seamlessly blends into the next, yep. So there's my shading. Shading what? Is shaping. Write that down. Shading is shaping. Shadowing is what? Defining. Write that down. Okay, then we have our third color. Hallelujah. Amen, amen. Like I always tell you, blending, your blending skill is the most important skill that you need to learn in adult coloring. I would rather have you have lousy blending and top-notch shading, blending, lousy colors, top-notch blending, rather than perfect coloring and terrible blending. I just had to fill in a little bit of color. Okay, so let's do our third color. On the skin. And notice now how that starts to make the skin look rounded. Why? Because when you have something darker, our brains perceive it as being further away. Notice how I'm shadowing a little more by the bathing suit, by the breast. And underneath the strap. Anywhere your object creates a shadow, that's where you want to darken this a little bit. What are you saying, Michelle? Whatsoever you think of grayscale? Sorry, not understanding. Oh, that sounds cool, Kitty. All right, now look at the difference between the arm and the face. So here's our medium color. You got to get underneath the nose and between the nose and the eye. What do I think of grayscale pictures? Oh, I love them. I publish them all the time, Michelle, in my books. That little fairy that we did who's painting the wall, that's grayscale. Okay, now I'm going to come in with my darkest color. And now I'm shadowing. And notice that the shadowing happens. Oh, Michelle, you've got some of my books in your cart? Lovely. Thank you. And Locket likes grayscale because it teaches you a lot about light and shadow. Exactly. All right, let's see what I can do with these lips. They are, again, teeny tiny. Sandy, good night. She just texted me. So I've got my light pink, and I'm going to add just a little bit of red. Sandy, have a great rest of the evening. I'm just using my X-Acto knife to pull off a little blob of color that we got. Okay, now I'm going to come in with my electric eraser. And we need to add a couple of light spots on our mermaid. So, on the cheek, we're going to add a little bit of yellow. Why am I adding that? What's the purpose of the yellow, guys? And then I'm going to add it a little bit on her upper arm. Sun reflection. Thank you, Locket. Look how cool that looks. And then I'm going to take a blue pencil. Oh, maybe not. Hold on. And I'm going to get a super sharp point, and I'm going to attempt to stay within the lines for her blue eyes. Got it. Without wiping out the rest of the eye. And then I'm going to blend up the rest of her face. Hey, am I good or am I good? Oh my. And then I'm going to take a little bit of pink and we'll blush her up a little bit. Now, after I put that blush on, which looks like a mess right now, I'm going to come back with my light skin color and go over that pink, and we're going to smooth it out. Much better. Looks wonky close up. Check it out at the proper viewing distance. Oh! Excuse me. Emily, good night. I'm on for another 15 minutes. Thank you, Dana. All right, hang with me, guys. Now, her hair is basically red. So I'm going to start in with my darkest red. Now I'm going to put a little bit of the dark red up here because I want these layers to show up. Trust me, it works out in the end. Now, I want a little bit. Hi, Belle. I'm going to put a little bit of purple in between here. For the water. Because I want her hair to look like it's separated right there. Belle, I'm having a great Monday. How about you? Now, I'm going a little bit off script here, which means there's not a line here for this red. But I'm adding it for the dimension. Okay. Then I'm going to come in with a slightly lighter red. Now, don't forget your yellow. we have an area at the top of her hair that's going to reflect that sun. So we need to pop that in. Oh, Thomas, we were wondering about you. Now, I'm going to come back with my darkest red. Because I want to add a few more curls. See how I'm doing that? And then come in with the lighter red. And I'm going to add my lighter red here in between our ocean splashes. And then I'm going to come in with my lighter red here. Now, I left some spaces open on her hair. And that's where we're going to come in with an orange. Let's see. Let me get a slightly brighter orange. All right. We're going to add a little bit of highlight to her hair of orange. Now, I want you to remember in watercolor and or oil, where Thomas Kinkade did this, he had to add the lighter paints in order to get the highlights. So that's why we've got, whoop, as I hit the camera, that's why we've got some of these oranges. Now I'm going to go back with my darkest red. And shape this up a little more. Good night, Linda. See you tomorrow. And then I'm going to come in with my, hang with me, I got 5 more minutes. I'm going to come in with my Payne's Gray, and this is where we're going to shadow everything. And this is what's going to make the difference. Let me go back and add my orange here on this edge. There we go. And check out now how adding this Payne's Gray gives us lots of definition on her hair. Isn't that beautiful? And that's exactly right, Locket, is that by adding the dark, that's giving us a dimension. Now again, when you lift your pencil to move, don't forget to turn it. You want to keep your point sharp as long as possible. Now I'm going to go back and add one spot of sun highlight. Hi, Lucy. Is I'm going to put a spot of yellow right here. And I'm going to put a spot of yellow up on her forehead as well. So we're going to get a little more yellow on that face. Michelle, you turn your fine liners and markers exactly. You should always turn your markers so that you don't wear down the hairs on them. Okay, let's look at the two here. I think we've done pretty well. I'm going to add a little more yellow right here. Questions? And I'm just shading in with my Payne's Gray a little bit. Okay, guys, time to wrap up. Lucy, welcome to the broadcast. Well, it's going to be a little bit, Thomas, because we're working on our way down on this one. And yes, the yellow does make a big difference. Okay, so this is what we're doing on Disney. Dana, you're welcome. Here's what we did on our little fairy. Michelle, you're welcome for my time. Thank you for your kind comment. So now on this piece, I'm coming back with my pencil, and this is where we're going to finesse this. Okay, guys, this is ILene Vick for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Guys, joyous, joyous coloring. I'll see you tomorrow night, same time, same place. Guys, love on each other. That's what we're known for. Lockett, I'm so glad you joined the group tonight. Hopefully you can come back on a regular basis. I got a great group of people. Good night, Miss Southern Belle. She says, bye, mates. All right, Lockett's going to make our group a home, I think. All right, guys, take care. Have a great rest of the evening. Please, please, please click that like button. That's the only thing I ask of you. Belle, you want me? What? I wish you would do a picture out of what? Oh, realistic portraits. Okay. Gotcha. All right, guys, take care. See you tomorrow night. Like I said, same time, same place. Click that like button. Till tomorrow, then. Bye.